DJ Erica.
We're gonna talk about Dave Chappelle. All right, so let's get to talking about Dave Chappelle. Okay, so Dave Chappelle has been all on social media and trending because he basically announced that he is asking people to boycott Netflix and also boycott his show, The Chappelle Show, which recently premiered on Netflix a few weeks ago. Now, the show was bought out, okay, because Comedy Central sold it to Netflix. But according to Dave Chappelle, he's not making any money or royalties from The Chappelle Show premiering and playing continuously on the Netflix app or whatever. So he decided to put that out, and people have been boycotting ever since. The past week, a lot of celebrities have come out in support of Dave Chappelle, basically saying that we should not support Netflix if they're going to be playing The Chappelle Show. And basically, you know, I feel like Netflix got a little nervous. They got nervous. They felt like they were about to be losing some money. So they decided to remove The Chappelle Show, the entire show, completely off of Netflix, okay? Now, this is crazy because you would think at this point in Dave Chappelle's career, he will be basically done with bad contracts. But allegedly, he signed this contract with Comedy Central, which is a bad deal he would consider. At the time of him starting his show, and he said that he was broke at the time, and he basically had to support his family, so he decided to take what he could get, and he signed a contract basically giving Comedy Central full ownership over The Chappelle Show, which means that he can't basically make any money if they decided to sell it to different networks and anything else. So with that happening, Dave Chappelle, we know the numbers Dave Chappelle pulls. Like, I mean, he actually did a separate deal with Netflix like last year, a couple of years ago, agreeing, what was it, a few years ago, and he agreed to get $60 million just to do a comedy special. And there ain't no streaming app offering you $60 million unless they can make $120 million or $300 million off of you as an entity, okay? Because they always try to get an artist the smallest piece of the pie, unless they're doing it 50-50. So the fact that Dave Chappelle, even when him being absent from the scene, could come back and get a deal like that, that lets you know how much money he generates just by his name alone in the comedy world, okay? And the fact that he's actually been ripped off when it comes to his show is really messed up because he's losing out on millions and millions of dollars of royalties that basically Comedy Central is soaking in. So they're basically eating off of Dave Chappelle for free without giving him any type of compensation for the work that he's done. And literally, he is the show. It's called The Chappelle Show. It's him, the actor. He's the producer of his own show. So how the hell is he not getting producer credit? How is he not getting royalty credit when he's the actor? Like, could somebody help me, please, about how is this even legal? You know, listen, it's a couple people in Comedy Central that's out here. They need to really go to court and get sued or something, because this got to be illegal for people who didn't have any full entirety when it comes to creating the show. They're just a network putting the show out and saying, oh, we like it, we're going to play it. When you know that Dave Chappelle literally wrote, produced, acted, directed the entire show, and then y'all had the nerve to try to resell the show over a decade and a half later to another network that he's already in good business with, right? And try to take advantage of him being popular on Netflix and put his series on Netflix and not allow him to get paid for it. This just sounds like a lot of tomfoolery going on. And honestly, if I was Dave Chappelle, I would have did the same thing. And I hope everybody that's out there that's aware right now, do not watch his show on HBO Max either. Because they're saying that HBO Max also cut a deal with Comedy Central for his show, allegedly. And they're also distributing on there, which means HBO is eating off of him for free and he's not getting his money. So with that being said, I hope this is a lesson for a lot of comedians out there. Now, I know when you're in a desperate time like Dave Chappelle was allegedly, at the time of him cutting that deal, it's better for you to get something than nothing. But now you're seeing what the repercussions could be in the future when someone's brand hits the peak of their career and you have those old contracts with people and you don't have that fallback money anymore because they're basically taking your residuals. So your new money is your main bread and butter and your income, and meanwhile the people that have your classic material can basically live off of that too. I'm not feeling it. I don't like how the music industry run. Of course, we always talk about artists getting screwed over. And wait, speaking of artists getting screwed over, did I not talk about Taylor Swift getting screwed over? Listen. All right, but before I get into Taylor Swift, y'all tell me what y'all think about that, and do y'all feel like Dave Chappelle was basically being set up to be robbed from Netflix? And if you were Dave Chappelle, would you continue your business dealing with Netflix even though they gave you $60 million? Would you take your talents elsewhere? Because I feel like that was some shady business on their behalf, and that's the reason why they ripped it down, and they thought they could get away with it and thought Dave Chappelle wouldn't say anything because they got a contract of $60 million for him, but he said something and now they looking shady, so they had to take it down. Now this is the second artist to blast Netflix for shady business, including Monique, and you know what I mean? So it just makes me wonder. Okay, and also speaking of this, let's talk about, since we're talking about people being robbed in the entertainment industry, let's talk about Taylor Swift being robbed, okay, allegedly, again and again and again for her masters, okay? So, allegedly, Scooter Braun's, who is actually the manager of Justin Bieber's founder and manager of Justin Bieber, he actually bought out the label that Taylor Swift was signed to from the beginning, basically the first, almost like the first 10 years of her career, whatever. And she made like 5-6 albums with these people, right? And her catalog was worth a pretty hefty amount at the point of it being sold. So basically, Scooter Braun's bought the record company that owned the masters of Taylor Swift. Okay? Now that means that he's owned the masters of Taylor Swift's music, which means she can't do whatever she wants. It's really under him, and she's not getting all the money that she's supposed to get, even though she's a singer and songwriter. All right, y'all following me? So the past week, allegedly, Scooter Braun sold Taylor Swift's catalog for, y'all check, listen, y'all might need a drink for this, $300 million. He sold her catalog for $300 million. $300 million, and they said the catalog allegedly was worth $100 million. So he got about 2 times the amount of which the masters of her catalog was from. And how much money did Taylor Swift get? Okay, I would have to say nothing. Okay, she got nothing from it, y'all. We got a problem going on. We got a problem where there's too many people in the music industry robbing these artists out here, and it's not just black people getting robbed. There's white people getting robbed. There's all types of people getting robbed. And this is not just going on in the hip-hop community, because I know a lot of times we have more black entertainers that's willing to come out and say, hey, this person robbed me. But there's everybody getting robbed. Hip-hop artists being robbed. Pop artists is getting robbed. And it's so messed up that it's also being said that Taylor Swift allegedly is possibly re-recording all her music of all 5 albums, which is a whole lot of music, just so she can own her material and lower the value of the master that Scooter Braun's allegedly sold over to these other people. How is this even legal? And from what I know, Taylor Swift writes all of her music. So I don't even know how any of this is even legal. Can somebody tell me how this is legal? Like, I don't know. There needs to be literally a revamping of the music industry, because there should be no way that, for one, someone could just come in and buy out someone's master for a record label. That's one thing, and that artist is getting basically nothing. But it's another highway robbery for someone to sell the catalog for $300 million. And from what I'm seeing, I don't think Miss Taylor Swift got a penny from that. That sounds crazy to me. Outside of the royalties that she probably get as a songwriter, that sounds insane to me. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all comment what y'all think about that, because to me, that's just freaking crazy. It's some shit I'm just like, excuse me, ma'am, say what? Like what? Nah, couldn't be me. And that's part of it, like, and that's the part of it where I just can't, I couldn't do it. Like, I'm glad that I'm not a singer. I'm glad that I'm not somebody who sits here and write music all day. You know, even down to this work that I'm doing this completely independent. But this is why I love doing work independent, because people in the entertainment industry are full of snakes, and it's untalented snakes, and it's like people who have absolutely no talent, can't build by themselves, can't get success by themselves, or people who are basically master manipulators. They try to trick you into thinking that you're not talented enough for something, or you can't do something by themselves. They try to manipulate you so they can financially capitalize over you and steal from you. And this is stuff that goes on in the music industry way too often. And I feel like for Taylor Swift, it's messed up. I feel like it's messed up for all these people. For you guys that don't know, I had watched Jason Lee. Shout out to Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked. He had did an interview with T-Boss from TLC, and she basically alleged that she recorded all of TLC's albums over again so she could reclaim her masters, and their masters, so they will be able to make the full profit that they have and be able to rent out stuff to movies and everything else to people, because they've been out here getting robbed. Y'all, there needs to be a serious revamping when it comes to the music industry. And I'm talking from a DJ's perspective, knowing how much these artists are making from the material and how much the people in the suits are getting at these labels. Y'all, it's disgusting. Y'all, for real. But outside of that, y'all, I hope you guys have enjoyed my podcast in general. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Like I said, if you made it almost basically to the end of it, that means that you like my voice, you like my sound, you like what I do, and you like me spitting the real. So if you want me to continue to spit the real to you on my show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It takes a lot of time to build a podcast like this. You know, I'm sitting here, it's Thanksgiving, your girl just got full. I was over here with the itis, okay? I was about to fall asleep around this piece, but I was like, nah, my people, I gotta put out some more material for my people out there, because I haven't put out some material in a minute, and I was excited to get back on the mic, and this actually woke me up. This actually woke me up and got me inspired to just keep going and keep producing more podcasts for y'all. So and what y'all can do to help me out is share this video. If you guys enjoy my podcast, share this video. I work very, very hard for my show, and I really, really need people like you to share these shows, so I will have more viewers, more opportunities, new opportunities to grow audiences, more people to add to J Area Gang, build more revenue. Listen, I don't do donations. I'm not doing it yet, but I might start taking donations because I want to start buying some more equipment to really upgrade the set. But right now I'm cool. I got everything I need. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying here, I'm producing this content for y'all so y'all can enjoy it and get all the hot news and topics. All I need from you guys is to hit that thumbs up button and to share the video. If you guys can do that, I'm going to keep pumping out these videos every week for y'all nonstop, because it's a marathon out here, man. For real. We out here working. If you guys haven't already, follow me on all social media at the DJ J Erica Podcast, also at DJ J Erica, and also, if you guys haven't already, check out my website, djjericapod.com. That has everything that I have going on right there on the website. You guys can check out. Also, I also have a link tree on my Instagram for you guys to click there and pick wherever you guys prefer to listen to my podcast. If you guys listen on Stitcher, Spotify, Apple, of course YouTube. What's up, YouTube? And everywhere else, your girl is here, y'all. It's the DJ Jerica Podcast. You know I like to spit the real. I like to keep it real. I'm probably going to start getting into some more serious topics and stuff about in regards to relationships and stuff like that. Tell me what other topics y'all want to hear me talk about on my show. I do live streams on YouTube sometimes, and those live streams have been doing great. In one live stream got like 500 streams in the live stream in an hour. So you guys are giving me encouragement to like come on and do more live. So tell me what the next live should be about. When I'm talking about community, do y'all want me to talk about relationships, whatever it is, and maybe we could just have a hot topic session about that, and I can hear y'all talk to me, because I love talking to the people that watch my show. I love talking to the people that's part of the J Area Gang. I appreciate y'all. So y'all just keep giving me the feedback that I need, y'all. And remember, hit the subscribe button. All right, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Much love. Peace. DJ